Hi guys, in this session we are going to discuss about the merge sort. So merge sort is also a very important concept. So before seeing that, so let me explain these slides so that you can understand first off. So in the previous sessions we have understood what is bubble sort, what is selection sort, what is insertion sort. So in this video we are going to see what is merge sort. So merge sort is a divide and merge type of divide or conquer, divide and merge anything algorithm. Recursively divides the list into half, sorts the half and merge them. So how that happens, let us see first. So assume that we have a array called nums and the first element, let's say L, that means left, and the last most element, let us say R, that is right. So if you want to get the middle element, how you will do in the binary search, the same way, how the left plus right by 2, which gives you 2. So actually that is 2.5, the 0.5 will be cut out because that's integer. So basically whatever the value that is in the position 2, that is your mid position. Now you have to start dividing. Okay, first of all, how you will divide? So up to this position 1/2, up to this position 1/2. Let's see. So this is the way how you divide. Up to this position 1/2, I said, up to this position 1/2. How you divided? Because based on the mid position, as mid is position in the second position, up to that you have to divide 1. Up to after mid we have to divide it 1. So I hope you know. I hope you understood how to divide these two positions. So after this position, after this, how you divide another. You can also divide 8, 5, 9. And separately 9. You can ask, you can have a question like, I can also divide 8 separately, 5, 9 separate, like here. You can also have like that question. So for that clarification only I am showing here also for this division how I did. So mid is L plus R by 2. As we have 0, 2, we can simply say 0 plus 2 by 2, that is 1. So up to one position you need to divide one side, and after that one position you need to divide another position. So you can divide 5, 9, one box an array, and 9 as another. Not in the nums array. You are dividing manually. You are dividing all this as logical only. These and all things is a one array only, not separate arrays. Only one array. In the only one array you are dividing logically. So after, in the same fashion how you divided here, the same fashion divide here also. So after this you have two elements in a single array. So why divide that as single element. Here also divide single element. So make sure that you have only one element at the last. So 8, 5, 9, 1, 6, 7. So like this, in this fashion, make sure that you have only one element in that. So after dividing, the next step is, so you should see here. So this is known as division, divided. So you are dividing this larger array into small pieces. So the next thing that you are going to do is known as merge. So how you will perform merge? So basically up to here we have leftover. So we have separate each and every element virtually. So now how you can merge is, first of all take two elements, so merge them. So before merging, make sure they are in the ascending order or descending order how you are required. So basically this is the stuff that I am saying about. If you all divided arrays, that how you can merge that. So you have left array and you have right array. So simply merge in this fashion, and you have the left array and right array. Simply merge in this fashion. So finally you are going to get this array of 3 elements here and array of 3 elements here. Here L means the left array. So left array you are having 5, 8, 9. The right array you have 1, 6, 7. So while merging both of them, you are going to get the final array in the sorted order. But make sure when you are merging both of them, you are going to have the ascending order. So how can you achieve when merging you can get the ascending order? So you have to compare the left array of 0 with the right array of 3, or right array of 0. So in this fashion you will get this order. Okay. So the left array of 0 is 5 and right array of 0 is 1. So basically compare these both of them. So 1 is smaller, so place here. Then increment the right array, and after incrementing you are going to compare this 6 and 5. So as 5 is smaller, though you are going to place here the left array of 0. Yeah, right. So after that you are going to make sure that the left array will be incremented. So left array of 1 will be 8 and the right array of 2 will be 6. Now what you are going to do is compare both of them, this 8 and 6. So as 6 is smaller, place 6 here. So after that increment the right array of 3, it will be going to right array of 2, sorry. So place this 7 here while comparing with 8. So after that you are going to place 8 here, and finally the remaining element is 9, place here. So basically I have a small code snippet over here. Up to now what we have seen the same stuff, that you have an array called nums and you have measuring the size of the array with the help of the nums.length, and you are printing the stuff here in the terminal. So basically I will clear the terminal, and if I print that, so it will print all the stuff in the terminal before sorting that. So after this after this main method, what I am going to do is I am going to say, so private, so as this is in the same function, so same method, demo, same class. So I am going to say private, and I am going to say static. So void, basically this is the merge sort function that I am making. So say merge sort. What this merge sort will do, so basically this merge sort will accept an array, named array. I will name it as array. So I will also int l, okay, int l, that is left, and I will say int r, that is r. Okay, in this function what we are going to do is, so we are going to say if you have the left less than right, then we need to perform something. If left less than this one, if left less than right, if the particular condition is satisfied, we are going to calculate the mid value. So of course I hope you know all of you know how to calculate the mid value, that is left plus right by 2. So after calculating the mid value, you are going to call, actually you can see while dividing. So the first part is to divide the given array. How can you do that? Basically this array will call basically this will call this one, this will call this one, this will call this one, like this. Once you want to divide all the stuff, this part will divide it into this part, this part, this part, into divide this part, this part, this part, this part, like that. All will be done recursively. So finally this will say I am done. This it will go to this, this will go to this, this will go to this. So the final thing is we can achieve this kind of all small blocks with the help of recursion. So basically this should also be inside this if L less than R. So inside this main sort, inside this if else statements, if statement, I am going to call recursively this function only once again. So with the help of the mid value, left value and comma, the right value is mid. So inside this merge sort I am going to pass array mid plus 1 and R. So basically why it is showing a warning, because we are not calling that function. Okay, that's why showing error. So we will be going to call that, no worries. So after this both of the merge sort calls, so I am going to call the merge function. So inside this merge function I am going to pass array. So I am going to pass the left value, I am going to pass the mid value, and finally I am going to pass the R value as well. So basically this is the merging part, how you merge. So you currently don't have this function over there. You can see quick fix. So click on that. So it will say create method merge. Okay, I will click that. So it is going to create a function for you. So inside this void merge function I am going to accept array, left, mid and right value. Okay, inside this merge function what I will be going to do is I will be going to create two functions here. So the divide part has been successfully completed. So after the divide part you need to conquer, means, or you need to merge that all divided parts one by one. So first of all I have two arrays called left array, right array. So I will come here. So inside this one what I will be going to say is I will be going to say int n1. So this is the mid minus L plus 1. So you are going to have a variable that is n1. So I am going to have the another variable that is n2. So basically these two will store the size of each and every value. Okay, R minus mid. What I am trying to say is this will store the size of this one, each, and see this is the size of 2, array of size 2, array of size 1, array of size 2, array of size 1. So the array size is changing dynamically. For this reason only we are just in this fashion. So the n1 and 2 are the sizes of each array. Okay, after that what I am going to do is I will be going to create a new array. So I will create a new array with the size of n1. In the same fashion I will also create R array with the size of n2. So basically what I am trying to do is I am creating two variables and with the name n1 and n2. So this will be this value, which this is n1 and this is the n2, n1 n2. And what I am trying to do is I am creating left array, and after that I am creating right array. So the left array size is the left array, that is you are creating new and int of n1. For the right array you are going to say new keyword int size of n2. I hope you are this makes some sense. So if you see this left array, you are having this, the size is n1, this is the size n2. Also you got n1 size, n2 size, and you naming this array as L array, you naming this array as R array. So in the L array, how you will create this one? So L array is a new int of size n1, R array of new int size n2. So after that you are merging means you are getting this. So I hope this makes now some sense. So as you created successfully, you need to copy the values, okay, one by one. By how you will copy, you will be going to compare both the stuffs and you will be going to copy the values here. So in the ascending order you need to copy. So I will be going to say, suppose I have a variable x, so I am initializing with 0. So after that I am going to say this x would be less than the n1. I am going to increment this x plus plus. So this is the simple stuff that I am did now. So after this, in this for loop, what I will be going to do is I will be saying L array of x. Okay, I'm just copying all the stuff here. So L array of L. Okay, you understood this stuff, I think. Now basically I will be going to copy this, means I will be going to reuse my code. I will say again x is equals to 0, and I will be going to say now x less than n2, and I will be going to say x plus plus. Okay, so finally here I will say with the help of R array. So with the help of R array I am going to have in the array, this is array. Okay, in this array what I am going to say is, I will say, so after this for loop also what you are going to do is you are going to say int I. So after this you will be going to say int j is equals to 0. Okay, no problem. So after that you are going to say int k is equals to L. That's also no problem. Okay, so up to now I am copying all the values in the smaller arrays. So basically you are creating array here, you are also creating another array here. So both with the help left array and right array you created here and copied all the values as it is, all values of the array inside this L array. Okay, so after that you need 3 variables. So L, J, K to copy to the ascending order. So I take that all. So I will be going to have a while loop. So inside this while loop I will be going to check the condition if I is less than the n1, whether the I is less than n1, and I am going to again check the value that j is less than n2. Is that j is less than n2 or not? So these two conditions I will check. After that I will be going to have the if the else case. So I will be going to say L array. So inside this L array I. So I hope this makes some sense now. So you are just comparing with this if statement. So after that you are going to, what you are going to say is, you are going to, if this condition satisfies, if left array is less than or equal to the right array. Actually this condition is true. That's why all the statements inside that has to be executed. So simply say the array, this k means to copy all the values. So this left array, right array, then who will control this new array? This new array should be controlled by something. So that will be controlled with the help of the variable k. This will be controlled with the help of variable I. This will be controlled with the variable j. Okay. So L of I will see this one. So R of j will see this one. Now this, when you copy these things, so this thing should be controlled with the help of variable k. So this is the simple stuff that I am doing. So I am trying to assign this array of k inside the new array. So I am going to copy all the stuff of the right array. So this makes some sense now. So and after that I am going to say I plus plus. So with this I am going to place semicolon. So with this what you are doing is, you are just copying all the stuff here inside to this one by checking this and this. Okay, so you are going to say this as L. So this small index 5 is the I. So this index is represented with j. So this index represented with I, this index represented with j. So L of I will compared with R of j, and again merge to a new array as k. This will be a new array which is managed by variable k. Okay, so when you are merging these two to this one, this is managed by with the help of variable k, and these two are managed with the help of variable I, this one, variable j for this one. Okay, so I need to have the stuff inside this, otherwise it makes some. So after this if statement I am going to have else statement. Inside this else statement what I am going to say is, I am going to have the array of k. I am going to copy all the stuff from the right array. Okay, up to now what we have copied is from the left array. Now with the help of these statements we can able to copy all the stuff with the comparison. Again say with the comparison we can able to place the stuff, and you are going to increment the value. Here you are going to say j plus plus. You are going to increment the j value and place semicolon. Okay, after this if statement and else statement, again you are going to increment the main k plus plus value. So first of all, if you merging these two to these two, so basically you are comparing I and j, L of I, R of j. So L of I is 5, R of j is 9. So L of I is small, place it here. Now L of I is incremented here. Okay, so in the if case only we are here. So L of I is 8, R of j is 9. So as L of I is small, place here, R of j, the final remaining thing, copy all the stuff here and increment the k value. Okay, so when you are moving here also you are going to increment the k value, otherwise how you will traverse here. So after having this one here, after having this one here, then the next the main array, this has to be updated with the variable k. In the while loop you are seeing that only. You are updating the outer loop with the k plus. Up to here there is no issue. No, there is no issue. So after that you also place 7. So after that there is no any comparison required. No comparison required. You can place all this stuff 8, 9 directly here. but there is a catch. You should also have a while loop to place all the stuff directly over here, this from this main array. So for that only what I will be going to say is I am going to have a while loop. So in that while loop I am going to have a j. So j variable I am going to have the length less than n1. So I am going to open like this. Okay, I am going to say array of k, which we are copying all the stuff. So I am going to copy array of left array elements of I. So there is no issue in this here. So I am going to increment I plus plus, and finally I am also going to increment k plus plus. Why I am incrementing I and j? Because we are copying the left array elements to the main elements. Increment I. Basically what is meant by that is, so copy all the stuff. If any element remaining in this, so copy all the elements to here and increment the left value and increment this k value. Okay, because this is the left array we are copying here and we are incrementing this k value. So this is controlled by k. So as this is controlled by k, we are incrementing k value. As we are copying values from this, so we are incrementing the value of I. So in the same way, we are going to increment you are going to copy all the stuff from here to here if any value remaining here. So and we are going to increment j value and we are going to increment k value. Okay. So I came here and if I just reuse my code, so copy here and just come here, paste here. Now what I will be going to say in this is, I am going to say j is less than n2. So here it is ni. Okay, there is no issue in that. So j is less than n2 and the array of k elements you are going to copy from R array. And inside this what you are going to say, you are going to have j and you are going to increment the value of j, not k value. Okay, up to here any doubts? There is no doubts. So this is the complete code for. So you are able to going to have this private method called merge sort. So basically this will accept an array left value and right value. So inside this we are going to have a single if statement. Inside this you are going to see the left is less than right. So if that's the case, we are going to calculate mid value. So first of all, recursively we are dividing the left side. Recursively we are dividing the right side with this part. Okay, you understood the syntax, I think. So after that I am calling the merge function. Basically this merge function will merge all the stuff what you are dividing with the help of this left array and right array. So this also will accept the left side, the array main array and the left side, mid element, right side. So after that I took the variable n1 and n2 which will store the size of the left side and right side of each element. Okay, and I am creating a new array. Okay, the left array and right array to store the values and with the initialize with the sizes of this n1 and n2. So we should have dynamic sizes because we have dynamic varying array sizes. So that's the reason we need to create a new two arrays. So after creating that, what you want to do is you are going to copy all the stuff with the help of these two for loops. So you are going to require three variables I, j, k. So I is required to manipulate the values for the left array. So j is required to manipulate the values of the right array and k is required to manipulate the values of the main array, and the length of this is L. Okay, then the length of this is L. So you can see the size also we are passing here, which is at 0. Okay, for this starting position. So after that you started. So this is the main array. In this main array only all the stuff is able to copy from the both the arrays and placing here. So in this main array what we are doing is we are able to see comparing the left array the I. So basically with this in the while loop, so I am checking the I is less than n1. So as you are taking the input that is n1, the smallest size array here the first time. So that will be compared with I. What is I? I is 0 here. So this condition will be checked and this condition also will be checked because n2 is taken from the smallest array size here. As we have already divided, now that's the time to merge. So for the first condition to merge, we will be going to check these two conditions. So after that what we are going to compare is if the left array of I is less than or equal to the right array of j. So we are going to place the values, the left array values to the main array, okay, which is controlled by k, and we are incrementing the I plus plus, where that is for the left array. In the similar fashion else, we are going to copy all the values to the with the help of the right value, increment the j value. Okay, that's no problem. Now after completing this if statements, you are going to update the value in for the main array also. Okay. Now what I am going to do is after that you are going to copy all the remaining stuff. If any values remaining in both any of the array, you are going to copy both of them to the main array, that is k. You can see I am incrementing from the I am copying all the stuff from left array, pasting here and incrementing both I and k. So I am copying all the values from the right array, incrementing the right array variable and the main array variable. Okay, I am creating these two functions, but okay, this merge function is called in merge sort function. There is no issue, but we did not call this merge sort function. So basically what I will do is I will be going to call this merge sort function. So basically, you can see clearly over here. Just I placed both of the methods. Void that void merge sort function up to, and this merge function also to the up. So I can have clear main function here. So before that, I am printing some stuff in the up, and I am also printing some stuff in the down. So that is after the sorting numbers. So before, in between, I am calling this merge sort and passing the nums and the left array size and the right array size. So means the left size and the right size. The left size is 0 and the right size is 0 size. You can see we're accepting three values. The full array, accepting the left value, and we're accepting the right value. So I called here, and it will be going to print after the sorting. So let me run, compile and run. So it is saying some error. So before sorting nums, exception thread, okay, array outbound. So what I will be going to say is I will say array -1. So let me try it now once. So you can see clearly it is working fine. You can just simply come here and you can say inside print, don't do anything, and try to do that. So you can see here, so first of all it is saying before sorting the nums, and after it is saying after sorting some nums. So this is known as the merge sort. So I hope you understood all the stuff. So we are making the merge sort function. In this we are calling the merge function, so it is calling this function. So here we are able to call from this main method. So finally we are printing before that and after the sorting. And if you see this presentation, in this presentation we have understood all this before stuff. Now we are going to understand the time complexity and space complexity for the merge sort. So if you see for the merge sort, the time complexity is order of n log n. This is the as compared to that other three sorting algorithms that we have seen in the previous sessions. So that is the insertion sort, selection sort, and quick sort. So as compared to that, this merge sort has the compared to that is those have big O of n square. Here the merge sort has big O of n log n. So this is as compared that good. So we can reduce the time complexity with the help of this merge sort. So this follows divide and merge concept. So if you see the space complexity, it will be order of n, because we are using some space. We are using the left array, right array. So that's the reason it is showing the order of n complexity space.